Wankhede, a 302-run win against Sri Lanka, and that is why now they are the first team to officially seal their spot in the semi-finals. Lot of boxes were ticked yesterday. Mohammad Siraj's form, check. Shreyas Iyer's form, that has achieved a big tick mark in that box. Now it is on the question of Shreyas Iyer that has drawn a lot of attention in today's headlines, if you have to look at it, because yesterday in the post-match press conference, it was Shreyas Iyer who had come. And Shreyas Iyer really was angry at one particular question that was posed to him. The one question that was posed to him by one reporter, and then he went on to criticize the media for it, was the short ball. Now, the question that was asked to Shreyas Iyer was that, have you overcome the short ball problem? Are you still bogged down by that problem? Shreyas Iyer really got angry, and then he said, what is the problem? Have you really seen me play today? Did you see how I played the pull shot today? Did you see how I managed to get those runs? All this short ball problem is the creation of the media. That is what Shreyas Iyer has bluntly stated. When you are playing cricket, when you are playing your shots, you will get out to one particular type of dismissal. It's always been the case in cricket, and that's why Shreyas Iyer really took out the opportunity to vent out his frustration at the media. Now remember, this shows that Shreyas Iyer was in some kind of pressure. I mean, look at it. Everybody was talking about the short ball technique, but many of us felt that maybe it has got nothing to do with technique. It's got something to do with mental, or maybe it is just a case of bad luck. Two shots that you look at it. One in Dharamshala, the other that you look at it against England. England, he was bogged down. That is why he played that pull shot. Against New Zealand, he found the fielder. Previous instance, if you look at it in Pakistan, in Palakele, he had found the fielder there. Shreyas Iyer really took out the opportunity to ensure that he criticized the media. This is a media creation. That is what Shreyas Iyer stated. So, he is backing his own game. He knows what needs to go about it. And that's why, is Shreyas Iyer's anger at the media justified? Maybe, maybe not. Because he just asked a particular question that was there. So at that time, Shreyas Iyer became really angry at that point. He just continued to retort back. The reporter stuck to his line of questioning, by the way. Is the short ball a problem? Shreyas Iyer explained every single thing. Like, I have been practicing the kind of shots that I have played, the execution that was there. It shows that I don't have a problem with the short ball. It's just that people are just making it up and ensuring that they just want to make it a big issue. So, does Shreyas Iyer indeed have a short ball problem? Did the shots that he played really cost him? Because yesterday at the Wankhede, 82 of 56 balls, I mean, 6 sixes, 3 fours. He tackled the spinners brilliantly. He tackled the pacers brilliantly. Perhaps on that particular kind of a wicket, the pace of the Sri Lankan bowlers as well as the bounce that was there, it allowed Iyer to play the short ball very comfortably. So maybe the question that was asked perhaps was not the right occasion, but then we have to ask certain questions in order to ensure that we get the right answers. So that's why it's a very, you may say a 50-50 kind of a situation when it comes to Shreyas Iyer. But thankfully, he got those runs. India sailed past 350. First time that they have ever sailed past 350 in this tournament. And that's why big boxes have been ticked in the Indian cricket team. Now, everybody whom we have spoken to from Mumbai, Lucknow, Kolkata, Delhi, Chennai, Hyderabad, Bangalore, everybody is of the opinion that India can potentially do a 11-0. Meaning win all the matches in this ICC ODI World Cup of 2023. It does not seem very far-fetched because looking at the performance of the Indian bowlers, it really gives you plenty of confidence. Because look at it, Mohammad Shami became the leading wicket taker for India in ICC ODI World Cups. Most 5-wicket hauls, excellent display in the past 3 games, 5, 4, 5. He's taken the most 5-wicket hauls also in the World Cup by an Indian. So, with Mohammad Shami in top form, yesterday Siraj rode back to form, with Jasprit Bumrah bowling so well, Kuldeep and Ravindra Jadeja also doing very well. What can you expect from this Indian contingent? Straight equation. Hardik Pandya may not be available on the 5th. But if he comes back, what happens? Drop Suryakumar Yadav. That's what you'll have to do. Even if he hits a couple of 50s on 5th and on the 12th, you'll have to drop Suryakumar Yadav. Because you will be compromising on the 6th bowling option. Plus, Hardik Pandya, if you look at the broader sample size, he is a much better ODI batter than Suryakumar Yadav. Yes, that is the experience that he brings to the table. So, India are on the ultimate of high, but Shreyas Iyer, the anger that he had towards the media, that really, it kind of soured the occasion slightly. But you must understand that Shreyas Iyer was put under immense pressure. Maybe people are saying, oh, he needs to be dropped, get someone else in. That is really, really out of line. Because remember, Shreyas Iyer's come off a career-threatening back injury. Coming back from a back injury takes at least a couple of months. Here, he's had to do it in 1 month. So that's why Shreyas Iyer, his spot is confirmed. You are playing Shreyas Iyer until the final if India qualify, which they look certainly they can. Now, whether the top spot is sealed for India, that remains to be seen. Because remember, if they beat South Africa, top spot is theirs. If they lose to South Africa and if they beat the Netherlands, but if South Africa doesn't beat them by a big margin and India beats the Netherlands by a big margin, then and only then India can potentially slip to second in the table. That's the only way one looks at it at this point in time. So, most likely South Africa, India and Australia are sealing their spots in the semi-final. What about number 4? Number 4 is a tussle between 3 teams. New Zealand, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Afghanistan are the only team that have their fortunes in their own hands. Because remember, today they're taking on the Netherlands. If they beat them, they go to 8 points. They will now then be in the midst. But their next 2 games are against Australia and South Africa. If they lose both of that, they are out. If New Zealand lose both, say they lose to Pakistan tomorrow, but rain is predicted in Bengaluru. So if Pakistan and New Zealand get 1 point each, and New Zealand loses to Sri Lanka, then Pakistan will play their last game. Pakistan versus England is a virtual shootout then. Because if you say, I read an equation somewhere that they have to chase a target down in 35 overs. Although that is not yet confirmed, let us see how it goes. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, their chances have taken a big hit. They now will be hoping that other results go their way. Australia loses all their games. Then if you look at it, even New Zealand lose all their games. But that isn't happening because the weather in Bengaluru might ensure that you get only 1 point. That's the amount of rain that's there. Maybe it might ease up the rain on 4th and then on the 9th. Let's see how it goes. So Pakistan, they don't have their fate in their own hands. And this is the opportunity where certain former Pakistan players have criticized the team. The likes of Amir Sohail has said, this is what a world-class bowling lineup is. He cited Siraj, Shami, Bumrah. They are world-class. And then he had a jibe at Pakistan's bowling lineup. Like why they have not been able to take wickets, why they have not been able to build the pressure. Sure, they had a perfect game. They had a perfect game against Bangladesh. But what about the rest of the matches? They fell by the wayside against India. They fell by the wayside against Australia. They fell by the wayside, you may say, with the bat against South Africa, although with the ball they had a redemption. So that's why it is going to be a very, very important situation that's there. Pakistan, their bowling has been criticized by Amir Sohail and the likes, and that's why they will have to step up in a big way on 4th. 4th is your ultimate table churning match. If Pakistan win, New Zealand's chances take a big hit. That's why if Pakistan beat New Zealand, if New Zealand beat Pakistan, Pakistan are eliminated from the tournament. That's it. They cannot go through irrespective of any mathematical situations that's there. So that is the current situation when we look at all the teams' scenarios. I will be doing a special, you may say, semi-final scenario for all the teams that's there today. So stay tuned for that video as well. As far as the world of other sports is concerned, the India women's hockey team is doing extremely well. They defeated South Korea final in the league stages of the Asian Champions Trophy. Then they are going to ensure they play South Korea in the semi-final. It was a dress rehearsal before the semi-final. PV Sindhu put up a photo, a story on her Instagram, and she was seen watching the India-Sri Lanka match. She captioned it, 2011 loading. Maybe it could happen. I mean, 2011, that team, they went through, they redefined the era, glory was given. This Indian team might probably ensure that they are going to possibly break all kind of records and cement their legacy as one of the best. They are looking on course for that. So let me take a couple of questions. Iyer is not accepting the short ball problem. See, he is doing well. I mean, it's not as if he's been found wanting. There is a big technical glitch. We don't know. Maybe that's not the case with Shreyas Iyer. At this point in time, it is best to take the word of the player. The player knows what he's going through. We are not the player to assume that, okay, he's having a problem at this point in time. Freaking awesome saying, South Africa lost only one game in 2023 by batting first against Aussies in the first ODI. Hope you remember that game. It was a close game, of course, in Bloemfontein at the Mangaung Oval. It was Marnus Labuschagne who came as the concussion substitute, and it was his knock that ensured Australia got over the line by 2 wickets. Ashton Agar also, I remember, played a very good knock in that match. So Tanmay Joshi, what Iyer said is complete. The media just makes a hype that plays on ODI batsman mind. Same they do with Rohit Kohli for left-arm pacers. But Tanmay Joshi, if this Indian cricket team really is saying that we are cutting out the outside noise, then why react? That means they aren't cutting off the outside noise. They are probably using the barbs that are given by the media as motivation so that they can do well. It's true, because then they wouldn't have reacted to it. Iyer, unfortunately, everybody is saying, oh, you have to drop him, get Surya Kumar Yadav in. We have always advocated that Surya Kumar Yadav is just a temporary, Iyer is a permanent in ODIs. So that's why Iyer's 1 or 2 games, it doesn't make a difference in that way. So that is the current situation that we have got. Srivatsa Vinjamaru saying media is creating pressure on Shreyas and Virat. They are hyping the 49 runs getting to them. On November 5 is the ultimate hype by the media about Kohli's 100. Well, that's not our fault. It is the host broadcasters themselves who are creating this issue. It is the host broadcasters. They are the ones who want to market. And Srivatsa, let me tell you, the Indian fan is also responsible for it. Because if you don't sell Kohli's 49th 100 on his birthday, then the people themselves will say, oh, why aren't they doing this? They don't respect Kohli then. The same India cricket fans. Remember, the India cricket fan is fickle. Whatever the media does, whatever the host broadcaster does, damned if you do, damned if you don't. So when the Indian media, when the Indian cricket fan leaves you with only that much of space, then what will you do about it? The media is a reflection of the people of this nation. Fickle. Admit it. Accept it. So that is the thing. If Iyer is that good, why is he getting out but not scoring a Sarachandra? Didn't he score 82? Why are people just ensuring that he's not scoring runs? Sure, he didn't score against England. Sure, he didn't score against New Zealand. But he is a permanent. Every single time, just before the World Cup, didn't he score runs in the Australia series? That time you will argue, oh, the pitches were flat. Oh, they weren't. It was difficult. Indore was a flat deck. But still, you have to score runs on flat decks. That is the signal. But by pull shots, but yesterday he didn't get out to a pull shot. He got out to a wide delivery, wide outside off. He was going for his 100. He was trying to ensure India get past 360, but that didn't happen. So that's why by pull shots, look, he finds the fielder. It is his problem. I mean, that is the way how you look at it. It's just a case of bad luck. Someday you will hit the pull shot. Some pull shots that he hit in Mumbai yesterday went for 6. We are focusing on that particular shot, isn't it? It's a double-edged sword. The pull shot is always a double-edged sword. Just ask Sachin Tendulkar. He would be a good puller. But in the 2003 ODI World Cup final, how did he get out? He tried the pull shot to Glenn McGrath. Top edge, straight, gone. That's the thing. So, no, Sarat Chandra, no. Ratio should be less and all that. That is all mathematical and this thing. It's just too technical. It's just too technical at this point in time. So, let's not get into all of that. Freaking awesome saying Netherlands versus Afghanistan face off in ODIs. Afghanistan won 7 out of 9 ODIs. Indeed. They are favorites to make it 8 out of 10 today. So that is the current situation that we've got. We'll be giving you all the latest updates on the Afghanistan versus Netherlands match. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, on 4th. 4th is a double header, New Zealand, Pakistan, Australia, England at Ahmedabad. Then if you look at it, 5th, India versus South Africa in Kolkata. Then you will have a bit of the you may say, slow days that are there until the 12th. If Pakistan make it, then that week will be interesting. So, Prince, what should India do? As I say, bat or bowl first? For Kolkata, I would say bat first. Bat first in Kolkata. Because that will mean you can set up a good total. Bowling becomes slightly more difficult in the night time with the zip, with the nip in the air that's there. So that's why better to do that in the morning. Better to do that while you're batting first. So that's the situation. So that is the current situation that we have got. Tanmay Joshi, hope Netherlands win and England, Bangladesh won't qualify for Champions Trophy. That will be a tough ask if you look at it. So that's the situation from the world of sport. We'll be back with all your latest updates. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.